Okay, we are starting our today's topic, and this is uh, built-in data types or Python data types. So,
Patent appetite.
yeah, we create variables in Python, and we actually deal with the numbers and with the decimal point numbers and with the text. So, all these are the data types, right? So
Yes.
Python has actually some built-in data types that Python already know about the data types, right? So what are the
Okay.
built-in, I mean, by default data types that are inside Python? There are some categories. For example, there are some categories related to text, and there is only data type named string, right? So
Okay.
if we create a variable and that variable contains text as its value, so it means the data type of
It's
that
a
variable
string.
is string, right?
Yes.
For example, if we create a variable named maybe name, and we put Ahmed as value, so its data type will be string. Okay.
String.
So there are other actually categories. For example, numeric. There are numeric data types, and in this category, the types are integer, float, and complex. Right? We will actually see these all the data types in detail and with examples as well. So
Okay.
these are actually the famous data types, and but there are others as well. For example, one category is sequence types, and the data types are list, tuple, and range. And then
What
there
is
are
the sentence types?
sequence types. We will see these. Okay.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
actually there are topics coming ahead of this, and you can see these are lists, tuples, and sets. So there are mapping types, and there are set types, and there are Boolean types, and there are binary types, and there are none types. So we will be discussing the important built-in data types that are already available in Python, right? And
Okay.
then Python also provide us the facility to know about any variables type. So what kind of data type it is. So for example, if we have a variable named x and the value is 5, so we can
It's
ask
gonna be
Python,
in.
yeah,
It's gonna be in.
yes. So we can actually ask Python to tell us what's the type of x. So what's the data type of x? So
It's
it act
easy. It's
yeah,
int.
yeah, we have tried it before. So it's actually data type is int,
Int.
means it's integer, right? And
Okay.
if I put here, if I change the value of x, so x is x has a decimal point, and now if we ask the data type of the x, so what will it return?
It'll say float.
So check it.
Yes.
Yes, so it's a float, right? And
Yes.
what if I put another value inside that? Suppose it's Ahmed, so its data type
That's
will
gonna
be.
make an error. Will be an error. That will be an error.
Oh yes, it will be an error. How we can actually correct it?
You have to put shift and then press 2.
Yeah, so we can actually put the inverted commas, and it will tell us that it's a string. Instead
Yes.
of the two inverted commas, we can also place a single comma.
So they're the same as those?
Yes, it's the same thing, right? We can use double quotes or we can use single quotes. It's the same thing. So we have tried that we can ask Python that what kind of our variable is, what data type it has, right? So it actually tells us that what data type it has. So it is easy,
And you
right?
check what value is it?
No, value is 5, but what is the data type? It's integer.
Yes, but then doesn't Python needs to check what value is it so they can understand what type it is?
Yes, Python checks if it is only a decimal, then it is an integer. If it contains a decimal point, like 5.1, then it's a float. And if it is a text or if it is a text, it already knows that it's a string, right?
It's a float or int?
Yeah,
String.
it can easily actually it can actually determine that what kind of data type it is.
Okay.
So there are various data types, right? And we can particularly set our data type by ourselves as well. So although Python knows that what kind of data type it is, but we can specify the data type that, oh, look, this 5 is an integer, right? We can tell it. So here you can see that in Python, the data type is set when you assign a value to a variable. So whenever you assign a value, so here you have assigned a value of an integer or something else.
Integer of string.
So it's a string. Yes, it's a string. So you can see that the data type is string.
String.
And what kind of data type it is?
Int.
Int. And what kind of data type it is?
Float.
Okay. So these are actually three of the most popular data types that we use: float, int, and string, right? But there are
Yes.
other data types, like if we put a character J after the digit, then it will be a complex data type. Okay, we are not going to explain what is complex data type. We'll do it later. Okay, but right now we are just uh, checking that there are other data types, right?
Okay.
So here is a list, right?
Yes.
And here is also a list, and it is called tuple. So tuple and list are almost the same thing. Only the difference is
No.
the bracket.
Yes, I saw it before. I saw it.
Okay, we can specify sometime we can specify some range, and we can sometime we specify the dictionary. Uh, I mean the name is John and the age is 36. So we tell information in these pairs. Okay.
To make a character, right?
Yes, you can say to make a character. And then you may have actually in your maths class sets, union sets and these sets. Have you read them or no?
No, I didn't, but I know how to make
Okay, no
set.
problem. So these are sets, maybe sets of fruit. Okay.
Okay.
So again, these are the frozen sets. So you can see that there is another bracket. There are dual brackets, right? So those are frozen
Dual.
sets. Yeah. And this is Boolean. It may be true or false. Something may be true or false. Right?
So to it's accept it or not.
Yeah. So there are other types as well, like bytes and bytes array and memory view and none types. Okay, we will discuss some of these. Those are actually important. Okay, setting the specific data type. If you want to specify the data type, you can use the following constructor function. So means we can specify the data type by ourselves as well, right? For example,
Okay.
for example, uh, uh, X is hello world, right? But we are
Mm-hmm.
specifying that, oh, look, this is a string, okay? And X is 20, but
Okay.
we are telling Python, oh, look, this is integer. We are specifying that, oh, look, this is float. So if this is not necessary that we tell Python that this is a string, this is integer, this is float, Python already knows and it will make no mistake about that, right?
It just makes it better.
No, you can say that it makes it better, but it doesn't make it even better. Python already knows that this is a float and this is integer and this is, but you can simply say that, oh, this is another way, okay? Or doing the same thing.
Okay.
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 So the same thing applies with all the list that complex and list and tuple and range and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we are moving to the next topic, and that is numbers. So numbers is basically the topic is data types, and we are continuing with the numbers, right?
Okay.
So there are three numeric types in Python, like the integer, float, and complex. We have already seen integer and complex, right?
I didn't know complex.
Don't worry about that. So variables of numeric types are created when you assign a value to them. We already know that. So x is 1, it means x is a variable and its value is 1.
In
Y is a variable, y is a float variable and its value is 2.8. Z is a
mm,
complex variable and its value is 1j. Okay, so this is strange. Okay, we will explain it later. But for now, you need to keep in your mind that after the number, there is a j. It means it's a complex variable. So it means it's not an integer,
okay.
it's not a float. It starts with actually a number and it contains j. So definitely it's a complex variable, okay?
But I don't understand how does that work.
Don't worry about that. To verify the type of an object in Python, use a type function. We have already seen that we can actually check what kind of data type it is. So we have created some variables and we have asked Python to tell us about the data type of X, Y, and Z, and it has told us that the data types are integer, float, and complex. Okay, the things are repeating now. Okay, so don't worry. It is actually for revision. So int or integer is a whole number, positive or negative, without decimals, of unlimited length, right? So
Okay.
here is the actually a variable, integer variable, and it contains a value of 1. And here is another variable, and you can see that the value is quite a long value. It's huge. Okay. So
Yes,
don't
it is
worry.
very huge.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. Python variables can be very huge, right?
Okay.
So in other languages, the simple integer variable cannot contain such a huge value, right?
Yeah.
So
So
we need to actually tell them that, okay, this is double integer, this is large integer. So okay, so in Python it's only integer and it can contain huge large value. Simple.
okay.
And then a value could be a negative value, right?
Okay.
So it's again simple, and all these are integer.
Wait, but you can only make one integer.
What?
Can you make only one or multiple?
Can I make one?
Can you make one int or multiple ints?
So these are three integers, x, y, and z. All three are integers.
Is that possible?
Why not possible? You can make 1000 integers.
Oh, okay.
So x is a integer, y is integer, z is integer. No worry.
Hmm.
Okay. So similarly, here is the float, and float or floating point number is a number, positive or negative, containing one or more decimals. So it contains decimal. Simple is that. So if any value contains decimal, so its data type is
Is a float.
float. Okay. So it also contains decimal. It also contains decimal. It is negative
So
number,
all
but
of them are float.
yeah. So all of them are, these are float. No worry. Float can also be scientific numbers. Oh, that's interesting. With an E to indicate the power of 10. So do you know about the scientific actually numbers, like we can sometime we can write this one?
Nope.
No? Okay. So
I am at middle school and my middle school first grade.
we are going to ask Google, right? So 35E3 means, so it means 35, like here was the number. Here is the number. Yeah, 35 E3. So it means, let me show you this one. So it means 35 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3. So do you understand that?
Wait, what did it mean? So that's what it means.
Yeah. So you can again convert this one like this one. Uh, okay, it is actually uh, converting it in another way, but actually it means simply it means 35 raised to the power 35 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3, right? So
Yes.
okay, don't worry about that. Your math teacher will explain it whenever it comes to your syllabus. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so simply these are the floats. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the floats. So instead of writing large actually values, we can actually write them in scientific notation. And after number and float, here comes complex data type. Complex numbers are written with a J as the imaginary part. So again, we will discuss it later when it will be actually necessary. But right now, we know
Oh,
that,
this is a complex.
yeah, so right now we need to know that this is a complex number, right?
J is a complex.
Yeah, the complex number is, it actually contains a
A
J,
letter.
a J after that. Okay,
Okay.
so if we see it, so X is a variable and it contains a complex value. Y is a variable, it contains a complex value, and Z also contains a complex value. So all the types are complex, right? Okay, so these were the three important data types: number, integer. Integer are the simple numbers, okay? Simple numbers
Okay.
without decimal. Floats are numbers with decimal points, okay?
Yes.
And the complex contains j at end of each number.
Okay.
But the interesting thing that we can convert an integer to float, and we can convert
Really?
float to integer. So you
That's
can,
possible?
yeah, that's possible. You can convert from one type to another with the integer, float, and complex methods. So how we can do that? Convert from
That's
one
a
type
lot
to
of
an.
codings.
No, that's our different examples. Don't worry about that. So x is 1.
Yes, so that's integer.
Yeah,
Int.
I think, okay, it's already, okay. So x is a variable and its value is 1 and the data type is integer,
Yes.
right? And y
Yeah.
is a variable and its value is 2.8 and its float, and this is complex. So we
Because
now,
there's a J.
yeah, so now we are going to convert from int to float, right? So here is we are creating a new variable named a, and we are asking them, okay, convert x into float. So what is x?
Okay.
X is 1, right? X is 1.
Yeah.
So we are actually asking it that convert 1 into float. So what will happen when we convert 1 to float? It becomes 1.0. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. Let's try it.
Mm. There's also others.
Okay, so here, okay, the example is a little bit different. Okay, converting from integer to float. So here is 1, and we are asking it to convert 1 into float. So it will become 1.0, right?
Yes.
So here it becomes 1.0. Here it is.
Okay.
So here is convert from float to integer. So the value is 2.8, and we are asking it to convert it into integer. So when it will become an integer, the 0.8 will be lost.
The
Okay.
point will be lost.
Yeah, because integer doesn't contain decimal point. So
Oh,
it will
yes, it's
become,
true. I see it.
yeah.
It's gone.
So it will become only 2 here.
Oh, wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
What if it's 2.5 and make the 2 into int and make the 1 into float? Will that make 1.5?
So whatever it will be, it will actually destroy the decimal and the number after that decimal. Okay, so it will remain 2.
Well, it will still be the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, then here is example converting from int to complex. So we have a number 1 and we want to convert it into complex. So it will become 1 plus 0j, this one. Okay.
okay.
And now let's play with that. Okay. So before x, I am going to
Add
create a variable named A, and A has a value of 4. And here, instead of the 1, I am going to put it A. So what will happen to the output window?
it's
Who is
gonna make 4.0.
the other participants can also speak. If someone can actually if someone wants to tell that what will happen to the output, the other participants should also participate.
I picked it'll be 4.0.
Okay, let's try it.
I'm right.
Yes, you're right. So what will happen now?
Gonna be 8.0.
It will be
8.0.
okay. And what will happen now?
It'll become whatever is that number.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whatever is that
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, you're true. And what will happen now?
8.0.
Okay, so all the answers are true. Okay,
Yes, it is.
well done, Ahmed. Okay, so here I can actually try to create another variable named b, and b is equal to this one.
Okay. But you didn't print it.
And what will happen?
A 6.
It'll do nothing.
be
It
6.
won't type that number. It'll be the same.
The number will be the same. Why?
No, not the number. Like the list will be the same.
I mean, what will be in the output? I mean, instead of this 2, what will happen? What will be the number there?
Nothing. Oh, wait. Instead, it's gonna make. I think so it's going to make it into only 6.
Adan, you tell me.
It's 6.
It's 6. Anas, you tell me. Anas, I can't hear you. Okay, no worry. Okay, so here are two problems. Number one, I have asked to convert this value to integer. Okay,
Yes.
Oh, then
number
it will
one.
be 2.
So output will be 2. Number 2, I have only asked to print the value of y, not the b.
That's what I said before. Before I
Yes.
said you didn't print it.
Yeah, there were two problems. The one is I am just asking to convert this value, this float into integer, not
So
b.
that one would be 6 because it would be integer.
And the second number is I have not actually asked to print the value of b. So it's still 2.
Yes, that's what I said before.
Yeah, and if I put it b here,
Then it's gonna be only 6.
then it will be only 6. And what if I put a here?
It's gonna be only 4.
Okay, second try.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it's
You
wrong.
didn't assign value of A.
The value of A is 425.69.
Yeah, there is an other value of A.
Another value from it.
Yes, it's
Oh,
A.
there is another one. It's gonna be it.
So A has two values. So what is the latest value of A?
The value is right. The value
8.
would be
So the
8.
latest value of A is 8. So what will happen when we convert 8 into integer?
It will remain
Integer.
the same.
Yes, it will remain the same. But if it's float, then it's gonna be 8.0.
Okay, that's good. So you people are doing really excellent and amazing work. Okay. So convert from integer to complex. This is not very much important, but just we will see the example. Okay, z is equal to complex 1, right? And
Yes.
it will
Yeah.
become 1 plus 0j. It is as simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. So here is another interesting actually game, and that is called random numbers. Okay. So we can create random numbers between a range. So it will create a random number from 1 to 10. So the syntax is
Yeah.
we need to actually import a module and it's called random. And then we need to print random dot random range. Okay, we will give it a range 1 to 10. And each time when you run it, it will give you a random number, a different number between 1 to 10. So can
Yes, what
somebody
happens if I make it to 100?
give me the usage of this random number? So where we can use these random numbers?
Okay. The one guess the closest would win.
No. So this we can use this in lucky draws. Okay.
Yes.
Lucky draws?
Yeah, lucky draws.
Oh, yes.
So maybe there are
Okay.
maybe this is 1 million. Okay. So we want to choose a number from between 1 to 1 million. So what could it be? Oh, it's
That is very random.
2. Yeah, that is very random. And each time when you press this run button, it will actually create a random number. Okay, this is very much
Very
interesting.
random.
Okay. Okay, that's all. This is for actually, this was our today's class, and this is our exercise, which is not a legal numeric data type in Python.
Long.
Legal?
The second one.
Yes,
So,
long. It is
so
correct.
yeah,
Long.
long
It
is
is not
available
a
in,
legal.
yeah, long is available in C++, but not available in Python. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was our today's class. Okay. So excellent. Today's actually class was very much interesting because we have seen some of the data types, integer, floats, and complex, and we converted various types
Don't
from one
forget the
type to
random
another.
numbers too.
Okay, you cannot convert complex numbers into another number type. Okay, you cannot convert complex number into integer. You cannot convert complex number into float.
Okay.
Okay, this is the limitation. Okay, the rest we have actually discussed all the things. So this was our today's class. See you tomorrow with another interesting actually topics, and see you then. Okay, Allah
Okay,
Hafiz.
Walaikum Salam Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuhu.